The soccer world is reeling. FIFA has stripped the United States of its 2026 World Cup hosting rights. The tournament will now be hosted solely by Canada, a move that sent shockwaves across the globe. This isn't just a venue change, it's a seismic shift in the sports landscape. American fans' dreams have been shattered overnight. The US was set for a crowning moment, ready to cement soccer's place in its sports culture. Now that spotlight shifts north. Canada, once a junior partner, is suddenly the main stage for the world's biggest sporting event. The pressure is immense, and the world is watching. In the US, disbelief and anger are everywhere. Years of planning and investment gone in a flash. Businesses, volunteers, and families are left with nothing but questions. Meanwhile, Canada erupts in joy and pride, waking up to a new reality as the center of the soccer universe. This decision rewrites the future of North American soccer. The US loses its chance to inspire a new generation. Canada gains a golden ticket to build a lasting legacy. The story is no longer about unity. It's about one nation's loss and another's incredible gain. The beautiful game has changed, and the consequences will echo for years. The world is watching as Canada steps up to an unprecedented challenge. For American soccer, it's a devastating setback. For Canada, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. The World Cup's next chapter will be written on Canadian soil. To grasp the shock, we need to revisit how hosting rights are won. Countries spend years crafting bids, promising world-class stadiums, security, and financial windfalls. The 2026 United bid, US, Canada, and Mexico, was a symbol of continental unity. The US was set to host most games, including all knockout rounds, with Canada and Mexico supporting. America's vast stadiums and financial muscle made the bid unbeatable. The US was the clear leader, with cities already deep into preparations. The 1994 World Cup's record attendance was set to be shattered. Everything seemed locked in, venues chosen, committees formed, marketing underway. The sense of inevitability was strong. No one imagined this could unravel. US soccer and FIFA worked hand in hand, confident in their plans. The world accepted the promise of a united, continent-spanning celebration. But that foundation has crumbled, just months before kickoff. The sudden collapse of the US role is what makes today's news so jarring. Years of planning and billions in investment have vanished. The dream of a unified North American World Cup is over. Now the spotlight is on Canada to deliver. The stakes have never been higher for both nations. The promise has been broken, and the world is watching. The bombshell dropped on November 25, 2025. FIFA President Gianni Infantino called an emergency press conference in Zurich. He announced FIFA's executive committee had unanimously voted to relocate all US World Cup matches. The reason? New US legislation, the Dignitary and Athlete Security Act, imposed strict biometric screening and visa requirements. FIFA argued these rules violated host agreements guaranteeing visa-free access for all players and officials. Months of negotiations failed. The US wouldn't budge. Fearing a diplomatic and sporting crisis, FIFA acted decisively. With the US out, Canada was the logical choice. Canada Soccer quickly guaranteed it could absorb the extra matches. The Canadian government promised to honor all original hosting agreements. New host cities like Montreal, Edmonton, and Hamilton are now stepping up. The World Cup's fate changed overnight. Official reactions were swift and intense. FIFA President Infantino called it a difficult but essential decision to protect the tournament's integrity. He praised Canada's assurances of open access for all teams. In Washington, the White House blasted FIFA's move as a gross overreaction and a betrayal of American fans. The US government stood firm. Security comes first. In Ottawa, Canada's Prime Minister beamed with pride, calling it an historic and unexpected opportunity. Canada promised a warm, inclusive welcome to the world. US Soccer President Cindy Parlow-Cone expressed heartbreak, saying the decision punishes fans and players. Canada Soccer's Charmaine Crooks was jubilant, calling it a monumental day for Canadian soccer. The contrast couldn't be sharper. Devastation in the US, euphoria in Canada. The diplomatic fallout is immediate and fierce. The world is watching how both nations respond. For FIFA, the message is clear. The rules apply to everyone. For Canada, it's a chance to shine. For the US, it's a bitter pill to swallow. The pitch has never felt more divided. The economic impact is staggering. The US loses billions in projected revenue from tourism, jobs, and media rights. Cities like Dallas and Miami face empty hotels and lost investments. Over 40,000 jobs gone. Small businesses that prepared for a tourist boom now face serious losses. The ripple effect will haunt local economies for years. Meanwhile, Canada is bracing for an economic windfall. The projected benefit could soar to $4 billion. New host cities will see stadium upgrades and thousands of new jobs. Hotels, airlines, and service industries are scrambling to meet demand. Sponsors and broadcasters are scrambling too. American deals are in limbo, while Canadian media rights have skyrocketed in value. The financial tectonic plates of North American sports have shifted overnight. For Canada, it's a once-in-a-lifetime boom. For the US, it's a costly missed opportunity. The World Cup's economic story has been rewritten. The political fallout is severe and far-reaching. FIFA's move is seen as a public rebuke of US policy, spotlighting American isolationism. The decision could hurt future US bids for global events. Tensions with Canada are rising, as the US feels betrayed by its neighbors' quick acceptance. Other nations may quietly support FIFA's stance, emboldening challenges to US policies. Domestically, the US administration faces fierce criticism for losing a global showcase. For Canada, the diplomatic rewards are immense. Stepping in as host boosts its global standing. The government will leverage this for political gain and national pride. The World Cup has become a proxy for broader geopolitical tensions. The political aftershocks will last long after the final whistle. The social fabric of North American soccer has been torn. The United bid once symbolized friendship and unity. Now, it's a story of rivalry and resentment. US fans are angry at FIFA, their government, and even Canada. In Canada, euphoria reigns. Soccer is suddenly front and center. The decision validates Canada's soccer culture and unites the nation. For US youth soccer, the lost World Cup means lost momentum and inspiration. In Canada, grassroots soccer is set to explode. American fans now face expensive trips north, while international fans may find Canada more welcoming. The tournament's atmosphere will be uniquely Canadian, not continental. The social dynamics have shifted overnight. The World Cup's narrative is now one of division and new beginnings. Analysts see this as FIFA reasserting its authority. The US miscalculated, assuming FIFA would accept new security laws. FIFA's message, no nation is above the rules. Experts say this sets a precedent. Future hosts must guarantee open access or risk losing their events. The US men's national team now faces a tough qualification path, losing its automatic host spot. Canada, meanwhile, gains a massive home field advantage. The competitive landscape of the tournament has shifted. Ultimately, this was about control and money. FIFA's business model depends on unrestricted movement. The DASA Act threatened that, so FIFA acted to protect its interests. By moving the tournament, FIFA sent a clear warning to future hosts. The decision is a business move wrapped in sporting principle. In modern sports, FIFA, not any single country, calls the shots. The power dynamics of global soccer have never been clearer. The dream of a united World Cup is over. The US faces disappointment, empty stadiums, and lost opportunities. For Canada, it's a defining moment, a chance to step out of America's shadow. A successful World Cup could transform Canada's national identity and global standing. The pressure is enormous, but so is the opportunity. For fans, the World Cup remains a spectacle, but the context has changed. The tournament is now a symbol of political hardball and its consequences. The spirit of unity has been replaced by rivalry. The debates and fallout will continue, even as Canada prepares to host. The beautiful game has shown its power to unite and to divide. As 2026 approaches, the tournament will carry weight far beyond the pitch. It's a test for Canada, a lesson for the US, and a new chapter in World Cup history. What's your take? Was FIFA right to move the tournament? Let us know in the comments.